Ah, what a night. Last night was just so hot that, I could barely get any sleep at all. Uh, and this is probably, the latest I've done a video on a Friday, which I should probably point out happy Friday, everyone. But the fact that, I didn't really. And the sad part is, I went to bed at 10 o'clock almost. It's late-ish for me, but it was a little bit, earlier, I guess, but man, I just couldn't sleep. And it was hot. Oh, ugh. It just, not fun. Not fun, as you could probably surmise. But I did have a nice evening with my folks yesterday. I got to see my nephews I got to see my nephews for a little bit yesterday. Not as long as I normally would, because they actually had a party to go to, which, well, here's the thing, it was really my sister-in-law's party, the sister-in-law's boss's party, and she wanted to bring, my nephews along, which, it's, I'm not, remember, they're just my nephews. I'm not their mom. Their mom wants to do something. I have to oblige. But I did get to see him for a little bit. It was nice. And my act of kindness was helping prepare and clean up after dinner, which really wasn't much. All we just had was BLTs for dinner, which I'm just kind of glad we had BLTs. It was nice. The only thing I didn't really do that I probably should have done is I just had the sandwich host today instead of cutting that into triangles. But, honestly, it's a sandwich. Presentation-wise, you want the triangles, but, people have been eating sandwiches without cutting anything forever, so what's the problem there? And actually, another part that really added on my high is lately Amphibia has been showing reruns on Disney XD, and as luck would have it, they showed the episode All In not once but twice yesterday. So watching All In was great. Man, just the finale of Amphibia is great. From the beginning of the end to the hardest thing, that entire, sequence of events, that's the Amphibia finale for me. Well, technically, I guess the Three Armies also counts, but those last three episodes, they're the best in my eyes. And Matt Burley did say that they were all juggernauts to work on. And you know what? I feel it. I really do feel like that's what they were. Although I guess if I am being a bit nitpicky, I always say it's 58 episodes. If you really want to make All In 2 half-hour length episodes, it would be 59, I guess. And I forget the shut-in is actually part of the... I know the shut-in is canon. I just forget if it was officially in the episode number. Well, the point is I've seen all of Amphibia. All the way through at least once. And, should I watch it? I should probably see if I could watch Amphibia all in one swoop. Now that it's... you can watch on, Disney... I think you can watch on Disney Plus, and you could totally find it online if you look hard enough. I'm sure you can. I don't think it ever really occurred to me that I could probably... Well, actually, I shouldn't say that, because I've seen entire series of Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, Ouran High School Host Club, the original airing of A Fruits Basket, so I can see Amphibia do it. I could probably do that for the Amphibia. I have to really think about that. But I know I already said before, but good morning. and happy Friday, everyone. And as I mentioned before, yesterday, Khloe Kardashian was on Hot Ones, which, can I just point out, like, for the last dab, before I really continue, I have to point out, like, for the last dab, the question that Sean asked Khloe is, because obviously Khloe had officially been on Hot Ones. And Sean had asked Khloe, how would the rest of the family do? I think Khloe said that her mom wouldn't fare that well. Two of her sisters are competitive, so they could get through it. And just selling out everyone else in her family, she was like, the rest of us would just give up. I'm like, wow. Oh, ye of little faith in her family. Like, that's harsh. That's really harsh. I mean, don't get me wrong. I could definitely pinpoint people in my family who could do or couldn't go through Hot Ones, but I wouldn't say them out loud. Like, she didn't really name names a lot. She's like, the rest of my family would just give up. I'm like, ouch. That's harsh. But I should just focus on that. There are obviously other questions that that Sean asked, like how, because on Explain That Graham, Khloe Kardashian has really been into, like, fitness fitness lately. She's been into fitness lately. I can't believe I just said that wrong. Man, I really am tired. And how, like, she's been focusing on, like, showing off pictures of her at the gym, working out and stuff like that. And I don't know. I mean, I used to work at a gym myself before I got into running a while back. But one thing that's a pet peeve of mine, I could never get used to looking at photos in, like, the mirror or something. Like this, like a post-workout thing, taking selfies, like I didn't want to do that. I mean, technically this video is one long selfie, but at least you have moving pictures. So that works. Actually, there is one thing that definitely interested me that I did learn about, and that's I mean, the Kardashians have been on reality TV forever now. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and now they're coming out with a show just called The Kardashians, stuff like that. And at this point, Khloe actually knows all of the nuances and subtleties when it comes to editing, which I think that's, like, really cool. Like, she knows, like, sometimes in real life sound doesn't pick up on a camera, so, like, how to, like, insert the sound that should be there and stuff like that. That's actually really fascinating. I mean, let's be real here, these videos are all one long take. There's nothing to edit, so, because I don't know how to edit. So I'm not really the kind of person who should be, marveling at, the editing prowesses of others. But it's just so fascinating that, just being involved with, again, in Khloe's case, reality TV for as long as she has, she knows, like, the subtle nuances, like how to edit, what to see and look for when you're, like, inserting something or cutting out something. I honestly think that's, like, really, really cool. And it also kind of made me wonder a little bit, like, because let's be real here, the sole reason why my videos really aren't as, like, well known and whatever really is because, I have, like, zero idea how to edit anything. I mean, I once made, like, back when I was in Trinity Polling, I once made, because, like, one assignment we had to do was like make videos of like movie scenes that we know of. And I actually did when Seth Rogen's character talks to Danny McBride's character about going back to take on the bad guys, where Danny McBride's like sitting on the toilet or whatever. I actually did recreate that scene. And I did, but even then, like, I needed help with like the editing. It was just, editing is a nightmare for me. It's honestly kind of why, like, seriously, if I ever get like famous and everything, I would totally hire an editor and stuff like that to, get stuff done. Although, speaking of editing, I do have to, one of my favorite editing things I love to see is, here's an example. On Hot Ones, they'll bring up like, a past guest or something like that, and sometimes they'll edit in like a moment from that particular guest Hot Ones episode. And I love callbacks like that because, yeah, it would be easy just to, mention the past guest by name and what they did. But if you're not a longtime fan of Hot Ones like I am, you're going to be completely left in the dark. That form of editing is actually a way for fans and casual viewers to be like, oh, you can actually show us, show not tell. That's what it is. It's show not tell. That's exactly what it is. We can actually see what the previous guest they're talking about did in the past, and it correlates to like now. And I love that sort of editing. That's actually really, really, really good editing. Oh man, no, I'm too tired. Let's see what else. I mean, I guess that's really about it. Actually, right now I feel exactly what Chloe did when Sean asked, what do you have going on in your life? And Chloe's like, man, I don't know. Like, she really blanked on like what she had. Like, you have a new show, new project coming out, and she's like, yeah, I have those things. Go watch them. Like, here's the thing. She made it through the Hot Ones gauntlet, okay, which, great for her. But it completely, like, she was legit holding back tears. That's how hot the sauce was. And I actually want to give her some credit. She handled the bomb pretty okay. I mean, she still had a huge reaction, but then again, so does everyone. I really thought she was one of the better ones. Well, to me, anyway. And, okay, this is a little bit... Of course, this is something that I would do. I literally looked her up, Khloe Kardashian, just to see if, like, she's seen anyone. And she's married to Lamar Odom. Here's the thing, though. I looked that up after I paused the video, and they started doing Explain That Graham, where she was on the cover of this one magazine, and she definitely looked like, man, I really wish she was available. No, she's married. But, it's, I mean, what can I do? She's married now. There's literally nothing that, I can do. That's really about all I have to say about Hot Ones, actually. The only thing left I can probably say is, because I'm actually kind of at a crossroads right now in my life, where for a very, very, very long time, I've kind of been part of a lifestyle that's not what you would consider very great. And I have been making changes, and my mom especially has noticed those changes. But they're the kind of changes where I was convinced for many years were not very good. I mean, here's the thing. you probably have noticed, just in like the last couple of days, I definitely have more energy around me, and I definitely laugh a little bit harder, but I'm not entirely convinced that it's a good thing. So, I mean, not that, I mean, you don't really have to do this if you want, but honestly, the occasional comment saying, like, I'm good, that'd be nice. I'm not just, I mean, again, you don't really have to do that, but, I am trying to make some changes, and I personally can already see the changes, and I'm not entirely sure I like them. And when you're a guy like me who deals with depression, it's not what you would consider, good. Although maybe I'm wrong. Maybe something is going to come along to make me see the error in my thinking, I guess. I don't know. So I better bring that up now. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, and follow me. So subscribe to YouTube. I'm very humble for all of you guys watching. Enjoy for a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Friday. I'm going to read us today. So there's that. And remember, because I'm going to talk to you, we're here to lend you. I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.